Hello, everybody. Welcome to January's Art Chat. As I do every month, where I'm going to show you all of the art that I made during the month of January 2024. My name is Melissa. I am an artist, illustrator, small business owner, dog owner, cat lover, cat carer, dog carer. Nobody really owns animals, do they? From Toronto, and let's start. January 1st, we'll dive right in. This is something that I've really come to love doing is like blobbing paint down in the background and then going over it with ink. So it's very messy and very expressive, and I think it's very fun. This is the Toronto Music Garden, which is a park that we walk through almost every day. It's very lovely. This is just one tiny little piece of it, and I made this using a three color watercolor palette. It's a Gamboge Nova. Is the yellow Gamboge Nova, quinacridone magenta, and what is the blue called? We'll see it later. We'll see the name of that later. But these are Holbein artist watercolors that I picked up in Japan last year. And this little palette is just from Muji, like, I don't know, some bathroom thing. But I love using these three colors, and it's amazing what kind of colors you can get from them. So that's fun. Also, on the 1st of January, I took a Sophie McPike sketchy class. Let me turn down my brightness on here. Yikes. Okay. And it was on portrait illustration. And so this was the demo portrait based on her photo and following the instructions that she provided during the class, which was great. It's a couple of years old. And when she saw that I took it, she was, oh no, I was so nervous. She was so nervous filming that class and everything. It was great. I learned so much. She rendered hers a lot more than where I stopped mine, but I learned so much, and like, I just love it. I love it. So now I have included this and many more that you'll see in my portfolio for illustration purposes. That was on the 1st. On the 2nd, sorry, I shouldn't have put that away so quickly. I did more. So I did this one. I found this is based on an old sewing illustration that I found online, like a sewing pattern illustration or fashion illustration or something. So following the same techniques and everything, but a little bit more mine, I think. Very nice. And then another one that I did from a reference that I found. I think it was on Pexels, a Pexels photo reference. This one, which feels a lot more current. Obviously, the picture is a lot more current, the reference photo. But yeah, I'm loving it. Loving these portraits. We do have one more. I'll show you two more. I'll show you these while we're here because I don't know when I did them. This one was a photo reference from the website cupofjoe.com. It's like a blog for women of a certain age, I'm going to say. Very, very nice lifestyle blog. And this was, I think this was from one of the beauty like articles. Anyway, it's a person. And then same with this one. This one was from one of the ones where they do like a week of outfits. And this is another one. I think her face looks a little bit too tired. But I wanted to try illustrating a real person, and the likenesses are there on all of these, so that's what I'm happy about. Yeah, illustrated portraits. Who knew I could do them? Thank you, Sophie. Also on the 3rd, get rid of that. I always end up with these little stickies everywhere. On the 3rd, I had a play. So I did this before. I'll show you. We did a Scribble Brigade with Sophie McPike. And it was about leaves, turning a new leaf or something like that. It was a New Year, the first New Year stream that she was doing. So it was a very cute theme. Anyway, this is a bottle with a little plant in it that sits right beside me while I make art every day. So some wash of something. I think this is acrylic paint on the background that I had left over. And this is just a Pentel pocket brush pen that I did some negative painting with. So I did this side first, and then I was like, well, I don't really want to fill the whole other side. So this is Neocolor, and I just did a single line blind contour. I think it's blind. It looks like it's blind anyway. I hope it's blind. Single line blind contour drawing. I'm going to call that blind. So that's fun. And then we did a Scribble Brigade. Right? Am I right on that one? Oh, yes. I'm supposed to turn the page. Okay. This is a Talons Art Creations sketchbook. I think it's the A4 size. I'm not quite sure. It's so big it doesn't even fit all on my screen. But yes, the theme was turning over a new leaf, and I will link Sophie's YouTube channel below where she has live streams saved. This one, I don't know if it was, she does 2 Patreon sessions a month, and then 1 public on her YouTube. But there's a whole bunch if you want to go back. If you like Art Hang Party, if you like painting with me at Art Hang Party, Scribble Brigade is exactly the same thing. And Art Hang Party started from Sophie McPike's Discord channel. So she is the mother of Art Hang Party. I just take care of it. And then she started her own, which is cool. Because now I can draw with her, which is fun. So these ones I use the Kuretake Gonzai Tombi paints, the Japanese watercolors. I think I got them last month, so we might have seen them last month, but I love them. You'll see me toward the end of the month using them a lot. So that was fun. And just like loose, no sketching, just straight paint to paper. Very fun. And then the next day, on the 4th, we had an Art Hang Party, which I did digitally. Come on. Which one was it? Which one? Oh, yeah. It was packaging week. So maybe I need to bring that down even a little bit more. It was packaging week, which was very fun. Maybe I'll play the video. Is it going to do a long? Okay. So I use mostly the Neocolor 2-ish brushes, Neocolor 2-ish brushes that I made with Art Hang Party friend Kristen, which are very fun. If you join the Art Hang Party Discord channel, you can download them and use them for free. I think the Pick a Pickle was my favorite. And this is a Mary Blair ice cream can design. That's a good one too. This is a good one too. On my Pinterest board, I have all of these references saved if you want to draw them, or you can go back and follow along on the live stream and draw with all of us. These last ones I think were like 30 seconds. Very fast. So that was a fun, it's me doing the collage output. It's a very fun Art Hang Party. All right. I also, this must have been before Art Hang Party as I was waiting. This is another Talons Art Creations sketchbook. This is my drawing people from real life. So this is a blind contour of Simon, who would not stay still. And then another Simon, more still. This one I don't think was blind. We will come back to that. On the 5th, I recorded the process of drawing this. I don't love it, but I recorded the process of it. It's up on my channel. So again, I did the thing where I put the paint down first, and then I went in with the line work, just using that little 3-color color palette again. On the 6th was when I went with my friend to the Art Gallery of Ontario to see the Keith Haring exhibit. That was very good. So these are drawings that I did at the gallery of his artwork, and then a Picasso at the very end of our visit to the AGO. I do have another video up again on my channel of the visit if you would like to see some of Keith Haring's art. I'm going to say in person, but not really, you know what I mean? If you want to see it. Back in here, a little drawing of my little Pearly, using the rainbow pencil. I think it's a camel rainbow pencil. We will see more of this pencil soon with cats. So that's the end of that sketchbook. And then I think we come back to this big boy. Oh yes. Oh yes. Some master studies using... I should look to see when I got the Kuretake Gonzai Tombi paints. Might have been toward the end of December. Anyway, these are Tom Thompson studies. So I did these based on photos that I took when I was at the art gallery. I love the group of 7 landscape artists. And Tom Thompson was not technically part of the group of 7, but honorable mention. And fantastic colors. Like, these colors were not exaggerated from the originals. I used Kuretake Gonzai Tombi, and then there are some Neo colors on top. This was the 8th. This was the 8th. This is the Japanese garden in Tokyo at Shinjuku Gyoen National Garden, using oil pastels over top of some acrylic paint that was just in the background. Like the blue and the pink was acrylic paint. Yeah. I love oil pastels. I love them. I love them so much. So good. And this doesn't need to be there. This is just wax paper, kitchen wax paper that I use to save my pages. Oh, I think I did one of those portraits on the 8th that we looked at, the digital ones. On the 7th, I finished. I started it a little bit earlier in the month. I think maybe the day before. Yeah, the day before, actually. This didn't take very long. This is a rose for a collection that I'm working on called Memories from My Grandma's Garden. Nice little cornflower blue sides. Very fluorescent pink rose. Actually, the rose on my tattoo, that is for my grandma, to symbolize my grandma. Yeah, I love this little painting. So I'm doing a collection. I have a number of paintings already, and I'm working on another one that I'm not quite finished, but I think I'll still show you where I'm at, because it's like 95% finished, for a collection that I'm working on that I eventually want to exhibit somewhere somehow. I've got some ideas in my head. I I just don't know, you know? I just don't know. I also, on the 9th, this is on the 9th, was working on some concepts for some DJ flyers for a summer event called Sunset Disco that Ray puts on every Sunday at a bar called Joe Bird along the harbourfront in Toronto. It's we did it last year from May to September, or he did it last year from May to September, and he invited down every week one or two DJs to play with him, house music DJs. And so I was working on concepts to change up the flyer this year to make it a little more fun and illustrative. And so this is actually one of the big house music DJs in Toronto called Tyrone Solomon. His name is Tyrone Solomon, 83 West. But I don't think we're going to use this, but I packaged it up anyway, and I will give it to Tyrone next time I see him. I think it's cute. Also on the 9th was a Scribble Brigade with Sophie, and the theme was figure drawing. So this was actually quite fun. Where are my colors? I'll show you with these two. I used these Psy Acacia watercolor markers, and I held two of them in my hand at the same time, like a pair of chopsticks, so that the tips were together, and then I drew. It was so fun. It was really fun. I don't know what inspired me to do that, but I think just as I was waiting and I was holding them, and I was like, oh, let me try that. So these were all 1-minute poses for the whole session. Here you see I was using them single color, and then I switched to color pencil because I really wanted to focus on the lines. And then we took a break for show and tell, and everybody was just loving the double marker technique. So then I went back to it to finish up the set, the stream. It was really fun. Figure drawing was really fun, and then using the two markers together was super fun. So these ones here are 30 seconds. Very fun Scribble Brigade. Do check Sophie out. I'm sure you know who she is already, but if you don't, you'll like her. Guaranteed. January 10th, some Kuretake Gonzai Tombi ducks with some Neocolor. And these are ducks from some photos that my niece sent me to use for reference. On the 11th was Art Hang Party. And here we have, it was Cat Week. This was a really fun week. And I used that Camel Rainbow pencil that I got in Japan. I'm going to have to find out where to buy that again because it's very fun. Again, you can go back on the live tab on my channel and draw along with this one. And I also have all of these references saved on Pinterest. That cat cracks me up. This was a single line blind contour drawing. The silly cat poses are so fun. That's the end of that sketchbook. On the 12th, it was a very cold day, like minus 20 degrees Celsius. So I looked back in my Google Photos for something warm and saw this picture from Tulum, Mexico, when we were there last year. Who knows what years are now. Anyway, I just used gouache. Gouache from my dried gouache palette. Very fun. And then over here, the 13th, I did some master studies. I was looking through I have this link, I'll put it below, Raw Pixels, and they have so many old photos from like all of the masters on this website. They're public domain, so you can use them as reference and whatever. But I was looking through them to gather reference photos for the pop-up art hang party that we're having on Saturday, February 3rd at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please come, please come, please come. It's going to be a fun one. We're doing 20-minute master studies. So I have a collection of paintings that we're going to study. I think I have 6, so could be a long session, but a good one. So these are by Henry Salm, and I just really loved the way that he used, I think it was watercolor probably, and ink. And these I used Inktense paints. But I just loved like how he suggested the people in the background and everything, and then how bright and vibrant the main subjects were. Very, very fun time. And then on the 14th, so these are acrylic paints, and they're, I was testing out how I wanted to paint a larger painting of daisies and how I wanted the background to look and everything. So that's the other painting that I've been working on for the collection of my grandma's garden, memories from my grandma's garden. I will, maybe now is a good time to pop it up and show. It is definitely not going to fit under the camera because it's 2 feet by 2 feet. Anyway, this is where it's at. I just need to lighten up some of the dark shadows and finish up the edges. I still have one edge to paint pink. And then I think it's done. I just need to work myself up to finish that up, which should not be such a struggle, but this one is a bit of a struggle. I like it. I really like it. On the 15th, I did some ink and Inktense drawings. So my first vlog, 2 vlogs ago, I don't know. I have another vlog in the works, but I haven't really filmed anything for it in about a week. Anyway, I recorded the process of this. So I did the line work as single line drawings. I was looking so they're not blind. And then I went in with Inktense paints to add some blobby color, and I just love this spread so much. I should scan these actually. I should scan them and work some magic on them and turn them into some sort of something illustration for my portfolio. I've been thinking I should take the footage of this because it was I sped it up in that vlog and just put it out as a video because it's pretty relaxing to watch, I think. Same style, different subject. These are some of the Boston Celtics. So again, I did the single line drawings with a fountain pen, and then used Inktense paints to fill them in. Very fun. I have so many of these photos, drip photos saved on Instagram of the team. So expect more of those. Those are fun. On the 18th was another art hang party. And it was a continuation of Cat Week, but we did people holding cats, people hugging cats, people and cats. I used very limited 3 Neocolor 2s and 1 black polychromos color pencil. I'm really loving the black pencil right now. So I scanned these and cleaned them up, put them in Illustrator, did an image trace on them, spent a long time cleaning up a whole bunch of random stray anchor points and color information and stuff like that. And then I made a little magazine article layout thing and popped the pictures in there, and it now lives in my portfolio. Hopefully somebody hires me to do something similar. I'll show you what that looks like because it's very cute. On the 20th, I did this painting. I think in and around this time is when I was really working on the daisy painting too. So there's going to be a couple of days where that's what I was doing that are not accounted for in what we're looking at here. This is a picture from the summertime from my aunt and uncle's farm, just of their field. Oh, hi, Burley. Field being, I don't know, hayed, making the hay bales. And on the 20th, another single line drawing of my Japanese watercolors. So the blue, oh, it doesn't even have the name on it here. Anyway, W299 is the blue that's in. So those are the 3 colors in that limited 3-color palette that I showed you earlier. The fountain pen, Lamy Safari fountain pen. And my favorite ever paintbrush is Raphael something or other. I can't find it now. It's right here. It's not important. You're not asking what it is. It's a Raphael Precision something or other. So this sketchbook's almost actually done too. All right. Okay. I really don't want to show you this, but I'm going to show it to you in the integrity of me showing everything that I work on during the month. So this is the sketchbook I got for Christmas that I've been doing self-portraits in, and this is the only one that I did this month. This was a single line one, not blind, semi-blind, it says semi-blind, not feeling great. I bought a little mirror, actually. Where did that go now? I bought a little mirror to use for doing self-portraits. Where did it go? Don't tell me I lost it already. It's somewhere. All right, I'll find it. Fountain pen and Kiritake Gonzai Tombi paints here. I really like the sweater gradient down here, but aside from that, there you go. On the 23rd, this was fun. This was inspired by an introvert drawing club session that I did a little bit ago. And the session was kids from Beaver High, and we drew like pages of yearbook photos. So I just looked up on Pinterest some more yearbook photos and kind of set my page up the same way. So these are some pastel watercolors that I made, and I swooshed the background, and then I used the black Polychromos color pencil, and that one is waterproof, which is why it's really nice to use. And then this is a teal, I don't know if that's the official color name, but Inktense paint that I applied water to in some places and just left as is. And I use the water brush, the brush with the water in it, and kind of put the brush on the tip of the pencil to get like the really light washes and stuff of it. Like that would have been just kind of using the pencil as paint. So getting the brush and brushing it on, if that makes sense. Then I worked on this guy. This is another one, my grandma's garden. Freshly tilled, all of the fields around freshly tilled, except for this one little strip of yellow flowers. It's very brown. It's a lot more brown than I think I'm comfortable with, but it is representative of what the photo looked like. So there you go. I had to take a couple of passes at this to get this into a place where I was okay with calling it finished and saying that I like it enough that I can get it framed and include it in the exhibition. I used gouache. I used a limited palette of gouache, just a red, a yellow, a blue, a brown, and white for the paint layer. And then I went in with color pencil and Neocolor 2s. Mostly just Neocolor 2s, I think, but there's some pencil in there too. That's Grandma's garden. back to the big boy. Another art hang party. This was Dragon Week. Dragon Week at Art Hang Party. I can't believe how many people were excited to draw dragons, to paint dragons. I was so nervous. It's not anything that I would like do on my own. So it was nice to be challenged, I think. And I used the Kuretake Gonzai Tombi paints. And I think that gave me permission to have fun and play and not really care about how they came out and just like play with paint. So I'm pretty like I'm happy with some of them. Like I think they're fun. I don't know that they're anything, but they're fun. I think that is it for that. So again, this is up on the channel if you want to have a playback drawing some dragons. Sticking with the Kuretake Gonzai Tombi because like I said at the beginning, I end the month just playing with them like crazy. So this was the 27th, and these reference photos are from the Botanica_collective on Instagram, and every week they put out a new photo reference that you can use to draw or paint from. So these are two different ones. I think this one is an older one. I don't know. I went back and looked for some that I thought would be fun, and I really wanted to play with the greenhouse. So I used the white Neocolor 1 as a wax resist, and then just blobbed the paint and everything over. I used a couple of color pencils, like just a little bit, the outline around the doors and stuff. And then I found another picture that is complementary to these. Like I think they complemented each other well. And again, like no sketching anything, just going in and blobbing paint. And then some master studies. On the 28th, I did this master study of a Renoir piece called Young Woman Sewing. Again, using the Kuretake paints. I had planned to do like one on this side, one on this side, but as I was laying the paint in, I kept having to like move the tape over and over and over, and so it was taking up like that much. By the time I was done this took me like an hour. It was a pretty time. Like I took it slow and easy, but it was really fun. And then I just liked the composition of this page. Like I liked it on its own, so I didn't add anything to the other side. But I really like it. Making me fall more and more in love with these paints. On the 29th, I did two master studies. So this one is Paul Signac. Is that how you say it? Signac. Painting that looked like it was like a ink and wash painting. I blobbed the color in first because that's what it looked like the original painting, how the original painting was done. And then I used that black polychromos pencil for the line work. I don't know why I didn't use ink, but I like the pencil. And then this next one is just lovely, and it's a Kirschner. I should come back and write in the name on there. Yes. Again, this is from the Raw Pixels website, which I'll have linked below. This is from 1909, 1910, and the colors that this is, like, the colors are almost exactly what the originals were, and it just blows my mind that they had such, like, bright, saturated colors. I don't know if it should blow my mind or whatever, but that they had such colors, like, over 100 years ago. But I guess over 100 years ago is not that long ago now, so in terms of, like, I don't know, modern society. And then on the 30th, just yesterday, this is a painting that I did inspired by that last Kirschner piece. So the colors, I use basically the same colors. But this is the park across the street out our window, Little Norway Park. I did it from a couple of photos that I took. And the reason why I took a couple of photos is because I wanted different people in different situations, like in different poses with their dogs in the park and stuff like that. But yeah, it was fun. I recorded the process of this, so this is also up on my YouTube channel if you would like to see it come together. I kept everything in real time, and it was about a half an hour painting. And that's the end of the sketchbook. Can you believe that? So expect a full sketchbook tour of this very soon. I just wanted to get this art chat out of the way. And yeah, as I do, I'm going to pick a favorite, and I don't have to think very hard about it because it is going to be this rose painting. It's just so cute and bright and fun. I love it. So this is my favorite. If you have a favorite of anything that I made this month, I would love to hear it. I would love to hear about the favorite thing that you made for yourself this month. And yes, tell me. Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we do Art Hang Party right here. I hope you'll come join us. This week we are drawing Shetland, Scotland. Takes me a second to remember that one. Very cozy. It's going to be a very cozy week. We're going to be drawing sheep and landscapes and ponies and knitting and water birds, things like that. It's going to be really fun. Please come join. And then on Saturday, February 3rd, we're going to do a pop-up at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time so that our European friends can join us, and those in other time zones who it doesn't quite work out to come at the normal time on Thursdays. And we're going to be doing the longer master study session. So really very much looking forward to that and hanging out with people who I often chat with in the comments because they can't make it live. So yeah, I hope to see you at Art Hang Party, and I will see you very soon for a sketchbook tour. Okay, bye. Okay, bonus time. Let's get let's get set up here. Maybe we want to keep that. That for sure. Cats. We want silly cats. Oh, that one's cute. Oh yes. Oh yes. What's in here? Some leaves, maybe? Is that too messy for a thumbnail? What do you think? That's too... Now Simon's drinking water. Gotta go for the strawberry. Oh yeah, okay. There we go. That's a thumbnail, yes? That one maybe? The cute lady and the cats? Is that too much cats? Is there a thing as too much cats? What else do we have? Oh, I didn't show you this. There you go. There's a bonus. I have no idea when I did this, but it was in January. And that's the stencil that I used. Oh, that's actually quite nice. Not that one. Nobody likes that one. Okay, there's options. Let me know in the comments if I picked the right thumbnail for you. Okay, I will see you later. Bye.